Well, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Time's running out. We're almost meeting our goal of $150,000. We're almost to the $126,000 mark, and we know that the fundraising is going to continue after we go dark tonight. But we have about 15 minutes left, and if you would please dig deep so that we can stay on target and reach our goal for this hour, that's going to go a long way in helping us reach our goal of $150,000 so that we can stand front and center of the Santa Clara Vanguard.
This is Caroline Amrikas. I'm alumni president for VMAPA, and I'm here today to show you how to do the bottle dance. We're going to start first with a warm-up, just to make sure that we don't hurt ourselves. So we're going to bend down, and the first thing we're going to do is stretch out our hamstrings. Make sure they're nice and loose. And because the bottle dance requires a lot of upper body strength, we're going to do some push-ups. Okay? No cheating. All right, that works. We're going to do some arm stretches, stretch out the back of our arms, and then a little bit above the head, behind us, and then just some circles to loosen the upper body. Okay? And lastly, we're going to do some head snaps because we know there's a lot of head movement in the bottle dance. So we're just going to move our head left and right and up and down. All right, we're all warmed up, ready to go. One thing you want to do, some people like knee pads. So if you don't have knee pads, you can use socks. And you just put the sock on your knee and you can tie it in a knot and it'll protect your knee. Now, if you're doing the bottle dance right, you shouldn't need the knee pads, but a lot of people like them for the first drop because you're literally using all your weight to go down. And you have to kind of bring your weight to your heels and shift it forward, otherwise you're gonna crap out your knees. What we're gonna do is put our hat on. And it's been a while since I've had my hat on my head, so hopefully it fits. Yeah, it's a little short. Okay, did it. Now, it's supposed to go right here, actually, right on your chin. I had my buddies here, but I guess I'm a loner today. I'm going to start with the walk up to the front. So, first, before I get started, I want to thank the Rifle Line for starting this tradition, and it's amazing how it's grown over the years. So I want to make sure and acknowledge them. The version I'm going to teach is the 7870. Okay, so we've just put our flags down, walking to the center, and the first, as we're walking towards the front, put our arms on our hips, and we walk forward, and then music. Grab hands. Now, on this part, you have to remain calm because if you panic, you don't grab the hands. So while we're doing this, you have to remain calm so that you can lock the hands with your partner. Okay, so after you bring your arms up, you want to make sure that you're back. Not like this, but like this, because you have to hold everybody's weight. So that's why it takes so much upper body strength, because you have to hold really tight here in order to go down with the group. dance afterwards, and that came a little bit later. So after you come up from the bottle dance, the first thing you do is genie arms right over left in fists, and you kick your legs out, and you go up and down. And then you do the same thing, turning. And then you punch, then up. Then it's dance, dance, and then the dip, which is hard. And then the next part, your arms go down, they come back up, they go down into a kneel, which should be about here with your feet. And you stay here, and it's a cannon. And then it's a cannon, 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 cannon. You punch your arm out, you pivot, turn, all the way back. You look at it, and then your arm comes up in the salute and your foot at the same time. Now your arm's perpendicular and parallel to the ground, and your fingertips are at your hat, and then you put your head up to the audience. And that's it. Up at all the screaming people. Okay? Yeah. Okay, I want to thank everyone for joining me and learning the bottle dance. And I ask that we all stand together front and center with the Santa Clara Vanguard. Have a great night.
Hello, my name's Tim Salzman, and I had the honor of being a member of the Santa Clara Vanguard brass staff during the 1980s. In my real life, I'm about to enter my 34th year as a professor of music at the University of Washington in Seattle. I'm also a member of the DCI Hall of Fame due to 7 seasons spent with Santa Clara, 3 with the Guardsmen, and 15 with the Cavaliers. Of the Santa Clara brass sections that I worked with, I have particularly fond memories of the 1984 group. At the first audition camp in the late fall of 1983, I think there were a grand total of about 13 brass players. And by summer, even though the line had filled out numerically, they just looked so young to us and so naive that at one point we felt compelled to sort of compute their average age, which we learned was barely above 17. But the interesting part was that all summer they pushed us to give them more than we thought they were capable of. And we kept responding to their questions and queries. And at DCI that year, they tied for a share of Santa Clara's very first Jim Ott High Brass Award, the second coming in my last season in 1987. And the important point is not the competitive placement, it's the takeaway for me over my life. That particular memory really kind of encapsulates a lot of what I learned in Santa Clara, that the whole can be so much better than the sum of its parts if everybody believes in the mission. That was huge to me. In my early years, I was just stunned by the intensity and effort of the members of the Corps. And at first, to be honest, I was kind of intimidated by it. But that atmosphere of dedication changed me as a teacher profoundly, as I never felt like I had to hold back the truth about where we were and where we needed to go. The sky was always the limit. And much of the success I've experienced over my 42-year teaching career, I really owe to Santa Clara in that regard. I've also been asked to share memories of Gale, who he was, what he meant. GR, as everybody knows, was a very complex human being. He was brilliant, moody, calculating, thoughtful, harsh, and capable of immense and extraordinary kindness. He and I certainly had our conflicts, and they were occasionally kind of scary, but always in the back of my mind, I never doubted the fact that he put the well-being of the members above everything. He was unwavering in that regard, and one would do or say anything to keep the kids first. And again, as a young teacher, remembering that I was 26 when he hired me there, that really impacted me deeply. I will never forget those 7 summers and what we all accomplished together. Every once in a while, I stumble across Santa Clara on YouTube from those days, and the memories just flood back. I'm standing front and center with the Vanguard. Please stand with me and donate now.
A couple of quick corrections. Throughout the night, I've been referring to one of our donors as Eric Needham. Unfortunately, that's not his name. His name is actually Michael. So, Mr. Needham, sorry about that. Just a little bit of cross wires on that. And also, we want to make sure that we're really clear about what Michael Needham has been providing for us. Earlier this evening, we featured Michael Needham's incredible statues. These statues are going to be promoted in the next few weeks on Vanguard social media, and there will be information on how you can get one. Michael has put in so much effort with these beautiful statues. You can get one for your home, and the information is very soon to follow. You know, this entire broadcast for the last 7 hours would not have been possible without the incredible crew that's been in support of what you're seeing. The pre-production with all of the segments that you've been seeing, the interviews, and then what you see here live. And I just want to say thank you to Ken Gomez, my teleprompter and sound expert, Matt Lackey, the video editing director, and making sure that we stay on task. We got over here on my right is Charlie Iwanaga, who's been manning the donation center and updating me constantly with great notes and great information. My script writer and my good friend Tony Castro, who has been keeping me on task with the great things to say. And then most of all, the person, the team leader that's put this all together and who's been the motivating force behind everything that we've been doing and a great inspiration to us all, and a former drum major student of mine, Mark Irons, the award-winning drum major of the Santa Clara Vanguard from 2000 and 2001. So a team of volunteers, 100%, this is our time, giving gladly and lovingly to this incredible organization. And we really couldn't have done it without all of you out there giving of your hard-earned money and your love and your support for this entire organization. So if you have the means to dig deep, even if it's $1, we would love to have it. We honor all of your efforts to be able to support this organization. And of course, don't forget the website. It's going to still be up and running long after I say goodbye. And that is www.scvanguard2020.com, and you can make your donation there. Did I miss anything, guys? No, everybody's looking at me saying, just cut, let's go home. Well, we do have one more segment, is that right? Yes, sir. We do have one more segment, and with that, I will say good night to you. Is this my final time I'll be live? This is it. So this has been Ryan H. Turner, the voice of Southern California. I would like to extend my personal thanks to the board of directors, to Executive Director Jeremy Van Wert, and of course to my friend Mark Irons for allowing me, the outsider, to be a part of this entire production. This has been an absolute blast. So thank you very much, and I mean that sincerely. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and have a great rest of the year. And don't forget, in 2021, we're coming back, and we're going to come back big and loud. Thanks, guys.
Bye.